I keep telling you, WBLS has that swag in New York. Welcome back to Open Line right here on 107.5 WBLS, the swag of New York. To reach us here on the Open Line, give us a call at 212-545-1075. You can reach us on Facebook or X, formerly known as Twitter, by going to WBLS 1075 NYC. And we are streaming live at WBLS.com. And before we return with our special guest, Dr. Shango Blake, who is the president of Black Edfluencers United. There you go, Black Edfluencers United, BU. We're going to have a couple of quick announcements. Open Line Online Sunday edition will be coming up at 9:10 a.m. on WBLS's Facebook page, as the Open Line Online team of Bobby Childs, Jamie Harris, Sabrina Lamb, and Larry Ham will discuss the top news stories of the week. Continuing on air will be Sunday morning with Reverend Al Sharpton will be coming up at the top of the hour at 9 a.m. to be followed by the legendary Imhotep Gary Bird with Express Yourself at 10 a.m. Couple other announcements. You'll probably hear this also from Reverend Sharpton, but join us this Thanksgiving for the National Action Network's annual Thanksgiving dinner, happening this Thursday, November 28th from 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. at the House of Justice, which is located at 106 West 145th Street here in the village of Harlem, led by Reverend Al Sharpton. This event is a heartwarming opportunity to come together as a community. To volunteer or donate, visit nationalactionnetwork.net or call 877-626-4651, 877-626-4651. Let's celebrate and give thanks together. Also, mark your calendars for MLK Day 2025, a day of action and remembrance, hosted by the National Action Network on Monday, January 20th. Join Reverend Al Sharpton and the National Action Network at the historic Metropolitan AME Church, which is located at 1518 M Street, Northwest Washington, D.C., as we rise up and march for the legacy and dream of Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. While Donald Trump is being sworn in, let us honor the sacred fight for justice, equality, and change. For more details and to register or find a bus near you, please visit nationalactionnetwork.net, nationalactionnetwork.net, or you can call 877-626-4651. Let's stand united for the dream. All right, let's continue with the phones. I'll pick up the phone calls now, Sister Jennifer. Let's go to line one, Rick, and bring John calling us from Florida this morning. Good morning, John. Welcome to Open Line.
Good morning, Open Line, and good morning to your guest. Challenges are going to be coming forward, and I think the challenges are coming fast with the incoming character coming into the presidency. Now, a lot of people do not know that Project 25, in that document, it talks about how Trump wants to go after the HBCUs, universities that get federal money. And we know, being here in Florida, I'm from New York and New Jersey, but being here in Florida, we had the governor that's on his way out the door. He's probably going to be a part of that team, too. For 4 years, we listened to this governor, DeSantis, want to shut down Black history. My challenge, my question to you is seeing what you're doing, and I'm looking at your personal email right now and seeing the works that you've done. The challenge is the internet. They can try to shut Black history down, but they cannot stop the internet. And the next phase of technology to keep our history alive is the metaverse. I hope you are moving in the direction of that metaverse. Really quick, a lot of people ask me, well, what's the metaverse? I tell them the next time you watch TV, watch the commercials very carefully. The food product and the companies are buying into the metaverse. The kids that are on that optical eye gear that's blowing up things, shooting games, playing games, that's the metaverse. Facebook is moving on the metaverse fast. So I say to you, what you're doing is great. I'm happy to see that. But prepare for the metaverse, because that's where it's going. I hope you're moving in that direction. And say that website again, because you said it really fast. It's hard to catch.
Okay, I'm
Appreciate that,
sorry.
John. John was right on point because my little cousin Ava last night. She's only 8 years old, and she had them eye opticals in the metaverse. So, Dr. Blake.
No, he's absolutely right, and we are moving in that direction. That's why we have an online presence. Actually, most of the curriculum are digital links, right? Because we know that students and young people consume information in a much different way. I think he raised the question about, making sure that it's available to the public through like different avenues of online and creating the algorithms, the culturally relevant algorithms that allow this to get seen in a very large way. And so one of the things that you'll find when you go to the QR code for the Black Studies curriculum, as I said, it is not just for schools, it's for the community at large. So literally parents, community-based organizations, clubs can get together, download the curriculum. It's free. They can utilize the curriculum and start teaching our students right away. So again, yes, we're partnering with institutions that like New York City Public Schools, but we're not leaving it to New York City Public Schools alone. We have a responsibility as a community to make sure that this curriculum is being utilized. And the way it's written, it allows you to pull so many different things in. So it's not like stringent, and you'll see it's very inclusive. So you can pull from your background, your family history, certain historical events. Brother Fatin, you talked about the Million Man March. We're going to be celebrating 30 years of the Million Man March next year. So there's an opportunity to frame that conversation, from a Black perspective and not a media-based kind of false narrative. And so, yes, brother, to your question, and I want to repeat since you asked about the information, you go to I'm going to say it slower, THEBE-U.org. When you go to that website, you'll see a tab that says upcoming events. Click on that tab. You'll see the QR code under the heading Black Studies Curriculum Updates. And you can go ahead and pull that information.
And that website again is that's THEBE -u.org. THEBE-or-org. I just want to make sure we say that one more time. I want to take one more call and then get Jennifer to come in and make a comment or ask another question, and then we'll go and get all these calls in today. Let's go to line 3 and go to another first-time caller, Helene, calling us from Newark, New Jersey. Good morning, Helene. Welcome to Open Line.
Good morning, brother. Peace and blessings.
Peace and blessings.
Peace, brother.
Peace, my brother. I love the program, but I don't believe that we'll ever get anything done with the school system in New York City, because we're asking a group of people to teach our children their history. And then if they learn their history, that means we're creating a new type of African American. Or should I say an American African? See, we'll be creating an American African that will come out of the economic deprivation of this country, that will gain knowledge of himself, that will learn to love each other, care for each other, do for each other. It will ultimately remove the American African from poverty, single parenthood. It will remove them from organized crime, and they don't want that. See, that would mean if the prosperity of the American African will be detrimental to the genetic survival of the people that run the education system. We're asking these people to teach our children to one day succeed and outdo their children and create an economic base. What we need to do, we need to create our own school systems. We need to have our own programs after school. We wouldn't be having this fight. We have the money, we have the resources. We're not broke. We're the second largest ethnic group of people in this country, and they know this. They're listening to us right now. They know that if we learn who we are, we would create a different American African. And it would lead to prosperity, growth, and abundance for our people.
Brother Halim, thank you for your call and thank you for your comment. Dr. Shango Blake, and I'm going to let you respond. I was smiling, but I took what the brother said, of course, serious. And the reason why I was smiling, because he said something very interesting, and it reminded me, because I remember one of my younger cousins was in the middle school that you was the principal years ago, that you came under attack. And he talks about this, and I look at how we've grown from the silos, a couple of schools doing this and that, to now we having this Black studies curriculum in the whole school system. But I want you to respond to what the brother said, my brother.
Yes, the point that he's raising is very valid.
Yes.
We know that, as my good friend George Patterson, who's the senior director of community schools, he actually has an executive position in the New York City school system. He often says that the school system is not broken; it's in rotation. It's literally doing what it's designed to do. But in that, you have equity warriors who are fighting to create that change. Let me just brag about my organization for a second, Black Influencers United, and the wonderful people within that organization. So we had, for the first time, principals, we have teachers, parents, we have community leaders, we have elected officials, all under the umbrella of one organization. So we have this rich, robust community where we can exchange information. So one of the things that BU was able to do is we're able to advocate for policy change, advocate for something like the Black Studies curriculum. We were the vanguard organization that really led that charge. And because we have individuals also in strategic places within these systems, it's almost like what I would call a push-pull. We push for change, but we have people in place to pull the lever to make the change real. I understand when he says they won't allow us, but what will we allow us is my question. Because to me, it's not about the they, it's about what we're going to do. We have to find innovative ways. We have to understand that the struggle continues, and we don't just throw our hands up. You know, the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan said in the Torchlight for America, he said, it is that we must have independent Black education. He said, but also we must influence what goes on in the school system. Because if we're training our children to be everything that brother just said, independent, out of poverty, critical thinkers, but then they go out into a world that the other children didn't get that, then who are we who have independent education sending our children out to meet? So in order for us to be successful, we have to be on two fronts: build our own institutions and influence the institutions that exist.
Well said, Jennifer.
Yeah, I could not agree more. Appreciating all that you said, Dr. Shango Blake, but I think Aline makes some very good points. You know, the system is designed to keep our children from seeing what they can become, who they believe they can be. And one of the ways of doing that is if you don't have on a daily basis reminders or historical perspective to help you see all that you can be, then you believe that you come to believe you are less than. So there is going to be this continuing fight to keep this from children. And I think that's that one of the reasons that you have made available to the public, to families, this curriculum is because you understand. Maybe I'm putting words in your mouth, but you understand.
No, you're not.
You got it. School to teach your children. My father said to me when my daughter was 4, when are you going to start teaching her about the experience of Black Americans in America? And he was talking about the hatred and the racism, but he was also talking about the contributions, because he understood I could not rely on her, white-led institutions to teach her about the struggle and the contributions of Black Americans. Excellent that you're putting it in the schools, but you're also making it available. Let's go to line 4 to Lester from Queens.
Well, hold that thought, Jennifer. We got to go to line 5 first. because I was promised to go to line 5 first. Let's go to Evelyn, first-time caller. She's a New York retired teacher. Good morning, Evelyn. Welcome to Open Line.
Good morning. Oh, I'm so glad that you got to me. I am a first-time caller, and I would just like to say with Jennifer, comment what Jennifer said, because that's what I was going to say. That it's important that the children have something to look forward to. And when you see a Black teacher in a classroom, I think that inspires a student by saying just a very presence of the Black teacher or the Black counselor or the Black superintendent or the Black principal. All those things immediately inspire the child. If they don't have a curriculum, they are inspired just by the presence of the individual. And I think that's one of the reasons why from 2008 to 2014, Bloomberg went on a major attack of Black personnel in the school system. And he removed, through whatever means necessary, legal, wise, whatever, he removed a large portion of Black educators and Black personnel. So my question is, what I'm wondering about today, since that was an initiative of the Bloomberg regime, my question today is, how successful was he really? I question how many Black personnel, Black educators are in the New York City school system and or around the country.
All right.
So,
thank you, Evelyn, thank you for that question. Dr. Blake, we're running out of time, so you have about 40 seconds to respond to that.
Okay, and so before I respond to that, I just want to shout out Assembly Member Monique Waterman. She was very creative in putting a Thanksgiving event together and then integrating it with Black Studies. Also want to shout out to Tora Hardy, who is merging Black Studies curriculum with NBSK.
20 seconds now. 20 seconds. I'm sorry, our time is running short.
I would like the sister to go to the website, thebe-u.org, and you'll see some of our other initiatives specifically focused on supporting Black teachers and making sure that they are promoted and that they're giving opportunity to lead our children.
Appreciate that. Dr. Shango Blake, president of Black Influencers United BU, for joining us this morning. Thank you, my brother. I apologize to Lester. We are out of time. Just call us back next week. And thank you, my brother. Of course, thank my co-host, Jennifer Jones-Austin Esquire. And I wish everybody a safe and happy Thanksgiving. Let me thank our production team, our Open Line producer, Knowledge Born, associate producer Robin Williams, production assistants Juliana Merville, and tech producer Rick Wright. And as we close today's Open Line show and prepare to approach the Thanksgiving holiday, let's take a moment to reflect on the power of community and gratitude. Remember, family, that knowledge is power, and the truth will always light the path to a brighter future. This year, WBLS is celebrating 50 incredible years, a milestone made possible by you, our amazing listeners. Your unwavering support continues to fuel our mission of empowerment, enlightenment, and service to our communities. So, folks, what I want you to do is stay informed, stay engaged, and most importantly, stay true to yourself and your community as we gather with loved ones this holiday season. Let's also remember to uplift and support those around us who may need a little extra love and care. So important.